You're kicking it off the wall with Hot Mop Films and Home Base, and I'm Mike Baker, the bike maker of the Honor Roll.
You can have all the money in the world and have no clue what you really gonna do when Honor Roll come through, especially when it's me.
My parents were into music. Like my dad used to, he's from Detroit, and he used to go watch like Miles Davis and John Coltrane play at like his local coffee house and bowling alley back in like the 60s and stuff. But they never really pushed music on me, and just growing up, my parents would always travel. My mom's a flight attendant. My dad would always be away for business, so I'd always be at like my babysitters' houses and just watching like MTV Raps and MTV and just you know, like Rap City and stuff when I was younger. And I just really took a love to everything. You know, it was kind of like in the 80s when hip-hop artists were more, there was more like definitive characters. You know, you had your Slick Ricks and your Big Daddy Kanes and your Run DMCs. It lended itself to like your imagination as a kid. Like everybody was like larger than life, so it was good for, it was easy for kids to get into, you know, liking something like that, because everybody was defined by their own personality, their own characteristics, and so that's how I got into hip-hop hecka much. First it was Slick Rick, and that was like around when I was like 6 or something. It was like kindergarten. And then I remember 3rd grade, I was at one of my friends' houses, and Left and Wild El Segundo video came on, and I was just like stuck on that. So it was like Tribe. And then my mom had like these Columbia House like buy 12 CDs things, and she was like, you can pick 3. And so I got 3 Feet High and Rising, Walking with the Panther, and Bobby Brown Dance, You Know It, but that doesn't, whatever. And like those were my first albums, and I was hella young, so like I would just play those, and I would just keep getting into it and just kind of like, I really had a strong feeling for everything, because like none of my other friends were really like tripping off music like that at the age we were. And then it just became like 8th grade, I was just buying, like taking any allowance I can get, doing chores, and I can just buy albums and just get hella music. Yeah. I met Trackademics of the Honor Roll. We met in summer school before high school. It was integrated science, and it was this dumb class, and we were like, we didn't even know each other, and we just both were like the only 2 black kids in the class, and we were like, hey, you want to rap? And it just happened like that. And yeah, the rest is history. That was a long time ago. Nope. You just switch my initials. Mike Baker, bike maker. Moxmore, he's one of the members of the Honor Roll. I've known him since kindergarten, and it took until we were like 15 for him to be like, hey, you know, if you switch your initials, you're a bike maker. And I was like, okay. So I just stuck with it. And then in you know, doing stuff with like going to CMJs and Winter Music Conferences and South by Southwest, just meeting people, and I'd always be just introduce myself as Mike Baker. Everybody knows me as Mike Baker, so I was like, when I start like really making a name for myself, I'm not gonna change my name and be like MC Glasses or something. I'll just be Mike Baker still. So the bike maker adds some like, you know, some comedic elements to the name, but it makes it so that people can really remember the name like way easier. There's 8 members. There's Trackademics, Josie Stingray, DJ Tap 10, 108K, Spank Pops, Moxmore, Wiz, and myself. Basically, Wiz, he's like a mentor to all of us. He's the one that brought everybody together. He came up with the Honor Roll concept. We're not just from one part of the Bay Area. There's people from, like Spank Pops is from San Francisco, Wiz, 108K, Josie, they're from Oakland, me and Track and Moxmore from Alameda. Tap is from like Moraga. It's just everywhere is like everybody's from different parts, and we all bring different flavor to the pot. We call ourselves the Honor Roll because we study a lot, you know, and it's not just for shits and giggles. It's like we pay attention to all types of music. We pay attention to everything where we came from, and so that we have those tastes. They're like ingrained in the music that we make. So it seems it's like something familiar, but it's also something new. I'm a visual person. Like I was a film major at SF State, and I get all my ideas from like visuals. I'm big into like photography. Like I can see like a cool sunset or a hella badass girl walking by, and I'll be like, oh my gosh, I have a song about whooping MCs. Cool, you know. It's like I get like ideas from weird things that I just see. It's all just kind of just It's just a big jumble, and it comes into my head, and I write it down, and I just do it, and it's like that. I wanted to do an EP because like P-Rock and CL Smooth had All Sold Out, and Beatnuts had Intoxicated Demons, and I really thought that, like, I always felt